Michael Woods, ESPN New York Fight Blog. That's Bob Arum. He's got a big birthday coming up. December 8th, Bob. How old are you going to be?
80.
And how does it feel? How does it feel to be 79 on the cusp of 80?
Truth doesn't feel any different. It really doesn't feel any different. It's how you feel physically and how you feel in your heart. And I still envisage myself, as a lot of people in their 80s or even 90s, as a fairly young man, because I'm active, I'm interested in young things, so, you know, I don't feel that becoming 80 somehow makes me particularly older.
We got the December 3rd fight. It's just about sold out. You've done your job. Cotto Margarito rematch. You set up, you're very interesting. You've lived in Las Vegas for a number of years, but when you go, you'll consider yourself a New York guy. Talk about that a little bit, please.
Well, I was born in Brooklyn, reared in Brooklyn, spent most of my working life in Manhattan. You know, I still root for all the New York teams. I'm a New Yorker who lives in Las Vegas.
And you are a master of negotiation. Got a humongous negotiation session coming up, all of us fight fans hope, for Mayweather and Pacquiao. You guys have tried this before, and it didn't always go well. There's a lot of maybe bad blood. Are these people almost impossible to negotiate with? Or do you think this time you can get it done?
Well, you always have to be optimistic, because if you're pessimistic, that assures the fact that it won't happen. So
what is your degree of belief that it will happen?
I really believe that it will happen. I really believe that it will happen, because it would be very, very stupid for it not to happen.
What is it, $100 million fight, $50 million to each guy, thereabouts?
Probably more.
Probably more than $50 million for each guy. And up to this point, though, you believe that it's been Floyd as the sticking point, who's not really wanting it. You've said, in fact, in the past, I don't think Floyd wants it. You think that's different now?
It may very well be. We'll find that out in the weeks ahead.
After this fight, this December 3rd fight, Cotto Margarito rematch. I know Manny Pacquiao's birthday. I believe he turns 33 on December 17th.
Yes.
You'll be 80 on December 8th. He'll be 33 on December 17th. And then really get down to brass tacks in determining whether you can make that fight?
What we're doing first is canvassing all these investor groups. These are people who are not to be laughed at, people with real money coming in and going to guarantee the fighters tremendous sums of money.
Above and beyond what we've seen in recent history,
yeah.
Or maybe ever.
Ever.
Can you tell us a couple of who those people
No,
are?
I can't. That would be betraying them. But
people from out of the United States, presumably?
People in the United States with partners that come from outside the United States. But with a pretty well consensus that the fight take place in the United States.
And we talked yesterday and you said, no, Mike can't happen at Madison Square Garden. Geez, the buzz would be lovely for that though, wouldn't it?
It can happen in any state that has a substantial state income tax.
And last question, Bob, and then I'll let you go and do your thing. You got a big fight coming up Saturday and a lot more stuff, a lot of more press events coming up. So last thing, what would you peg your belief that Mayweather-Pacquiao is going to happen and going to happen next year, your degree of certainty or lack thereof?
I would make it, if I was betting, 3-1 in favor of it happening.
All right, I'll keep my fingers crossed. Bob Arum, happy 80th early birthday.
Thank you.
Mike Woods, New York Fight Blog, signing off.